November 4, Papa Whiskey Juliet.
Roger, Roger. And are you transmitting from the Foreland?
Transmitting from the Foreland?
Roger, I am. I'm in Crystal River, Florida, and the name here is Gary. Germany, Alpha, Romeo, Yankee.
Roger, Jeremy. My switching is there we go. No? Huh. I have got a I have to make a sledgehammer adjustment here. I don't know why that is. But sometimes you just have to I can't get there from here. There we go. All right. Hey, no. Oh, well, I'm going to turn it off. I have this geographic map of the United States, and I have these LEDs strategically placed to represent regions. And I have a rotary switch, and something's gone phooey with the rotary switch because it's picking up two regions at once. I got to check who did the wiring on that. I think it was me. All right, and that PWJ, what's the name there, sir?
And that PWJ, what's the name there, sir?
The name here is Gary, Germany, Alpha, Romeo, Yankee Company.
Roger, Gary, and where are you located geographically?
Gary, and where are you located geographically?
On the just side of Florida, a little town called Crystal River, 100 miles north of Tampa. Roger.
All right, so you're in Florida, Roger. Well, let me just see here. I am picking you up on the Georgia SDR, but I usually do pretty well on Milford. So let me just see if I can bring Milford up, and this won't be but a minute, he said. Come on, folks. Let's just see what goes on here. Oh, shoot. I hit the wrong button. I've four tablets here that are my SDR receivers, and they're right in front of me. But sometimes I get crazy with my my stylus and I hit the wrong thing. I think I'm pretty close now. All right, Gary, and what radio are you running, sir?
I think I'm pretty close now. All right, Gary, and what radio are you running, sir?
I've got a FT-2000, and that's about it. My mic went bad. I swapped it out just now, and I thought I'd see if it would even do me any good.
Oh, it's doing you real well. It's doing you real well. Let's just review your setup. Our setup starts with a compressor engaged at a 3. It's a token amount, but it does exactly what you need it to do. So a compressor on and at a 3. Roger?
What you need it to do. So a compressor on and at a 3. Roger?
Well, I'm afraid I don't know enough about the radio to even get in the menus. I just checking the mic out to make sure it was, after I swapped it out, it was working.
Yes, sir. Well, looking at your audio, you do have about a 3 dB dynamic range now, so that's what we're looking for. Why don't you give me about 10 or 15 seconds and tell me about your antenna system so I can hear you, Roger?
Seconds and tell me about your antenna system so I can hear you, Roger?
Well, the antenna's not much. It's a homemade XB for 20 meters. 20 meters, and it's up about 25, 30 foot. And I've got a SB200 that I just got through rebuilding. It seems to be okay. I'm still learning how to use it, which I've never really had amps before, but I don't run it much. I run it about 300 watts, and that seems to be okay. Back to you.
Yes, sir, Gary. I think you're doing really well, sir. I would suggest that you get a foam windscreen for that microphone. I did hear some transients there, so I want you to run that mic just like you are, but at your convenience sometime go to down to your local music store or wherever and pick you up a foam windscreen that you can just slip over that microphone, Roger?
Pick you up a foam windscreen that you can just slip over that microphone, Roger?
Roger, Roger. This is just a temporary mic anyway till I get new cables and figure out what's wrong with this doggone MD100 I got. So we'll do that. I sure do appreciate your help, my friend. and I'll get out of your way because I don't want to bother you too much. Thanks a lot. This is Kilo, November 4, Papa Whiskey, Juliet, saying 7-3.
Roger, Gary. Well, now, you know, I think you're selling that microphone you're using a short shrift there. That's a nice microphone, nice sounding microphone. I think, you know, I would use that microphone. It's just a beautiful sounding microphone, Roger.
I would use that microphone. This is just a beautiful sounding microphone, Roger.
Roger, it's the hand mic, but it fits my hand good, and it's convenient. I can just kind of lay back in my chair and not worry about it, right?
That's it, Roger. That's it, Roger. Some folks really feel inconvenienced by the hand mic, but you know, that microphone really sounds nice. And you know, obviously, the best way to run that mic is pull it to the side of your mouth, to the corner of your lips, and talk across it. Try not to talk directly into it; you will get a lot of plosives. But pull it to the corner of your mouth and talk across it, Roger.
Plosives, but pull it to the corner of your mouth and talk across it, Roger.
Hey, thanks for the advice. We'll try that. I didn't know that. Of course, there's a lot about this ham radio stuff I don't know. Roger.
Yes, sir, Gary. Now, if you want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word Logbook, that will take you to this recording. That's KC9VKV Logbook. And it'll take you to this recording, and we'll post it up on YouTube around noon tomorrow. Around noon tomorrow, Roger?
Around noon tomorrow. Around noon tomorrow, Roger?
Roger. I sure appreciate that.
Roger, and that's also our logbook has about 1,900 recorded QSO-VLOGs, something for everybody. So you might peruse some of the other stuff that's there after you listen to this AIRCHECK. This AIRCHECK should be the #1 cut, regardless of what it says on the. You know, as you look at the title before you open it up, it may refer to the one last week, but in reality, it will be this one. Because YouTube, sometimes on large lists like this one of ours is 1,900, they take a little time in updating. So you go to YouTube, do a call it a search, KC9VKV, followed by the word Logbook. We'll take you to this recording, open it up. This should be cut 1. Roger?
To this recording, open it up. This should be cut 1. Roger?
Roger. We'll do that because we spend a lot of time on YouTube watching radio stuff, trying to learn the ropes. And again, I want to say I sure do appreciate your help, my friend.
Roger, Gary. 73, sir. Have a great afternoon and a beautiful weekend. And I see by the clock on the wall a dead fly. Now, we always use that, but we got to get out of here. We've enjoyed it this afternoon. Hope you have, and I hope you participated. If you did and want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube, do a call letter search, Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word Logbook. That will take you to this recording, and it will be uploaded by noon tomorrow, all things being equal and the creeks don't rise. And in between time, we got to get out of here. So this is KC9VKV returning the frequency to normal, average, everyday amateur radio use. 73. This is KC9VKV clear.
73. This is KC9VKV clear.